time, just try your best. I'll call Elaine for sex between her breasts. And William says, oh my goodness, say less. Let's make it this way and put this night to rest. And Dr. Phil says every time, just try your best. I'll call Elaine for sex between her breasts. And William says, oh my goodness, say less. Oh, let's make it this way and put this night to rest.
The audience booed Netflix cause they don't have to buy tickets to the show. And Casey Rocket blew out a wrist rocket on stage till it looked covered in snow. The Rider on the Storm performed well with improved the status from just being a nimrod. The tattoo artist shared stories about exploring buttholes, and strippers make comic book drawing comics into colonic, tonic, drinking cuckolds. RFK Jr. and his brain worm made his Kill Tony debut, and I'd love to see Biden's crew wiggle and squirm once they see his presidency in their rear view. Bucketful number 2 got bullied by the crowd, and he should have done a lot of practice before trying to say jokes out loud. 2023 Guest of the Year, Dr. Phil did a full set, and he roasted the whole roster like an expert imposter smoking a cigarette. If you had to bet, Adam Ray as Dr. Phil is gonna be crowned the top killer guest like Boba Fett. And the year ain't even half over yet. We saw another set from Aaron Belial, and he made it clear he's funny and there's no denial. Tony's Croc to Phil joke was under applauded, so I felt the need to have people rewind it so his genius is truly spotted. Aaron took a shot at Martin Phillips, maybe trying to recreate a tight feud like Rick and Hans to see if you should use a flathead or a Phillips.
John Luna took a bloody tumble like a moon rock, and Cam Patterson tried to collect him like a new rock. Speak about hard as a rock, Ari Shaffir came out and showed us all his penis, the aka cock. He also had Dr. Phil's phone up his ass, and it added a certain no sé quoi pizzazz. Cam came out and reignited the crowd and confessed to killing babies by abortion out loud. Andrew Avila exposed himself to the nasty freak. Dillon City called disgusting funky Jar Jar stinks. Jar Nathan plugged his merchandise site and has washed his dirty cursor around every porn site. He tried to assault Dr. Phil's wife via cell phone, and he was just worried about ending up alone. The first nurse Buffet Phil exposed herself as a lackluster fool, and JP Hinsdale exposed a funny connection between my priests and pedophiles, infecting baby testicles and not ending up in jail. Speaking of being locked up, Wendy said she was white trash and too ugly to get knocked up. She reminded Post Malone of his cocaine addiction, so he went to the bathroom to scratch his nose that was itching. Joe Jimenez did a great comedy set and an even better drum off, and this is the first double Mexican drum off that successfully got pulled off. After demolishing Michael Gonzalez flat, he climbed up the rafters during his victory lap.
The only comic that can follow that performance, and that's David Lucas, because he and his talent is enormous. David roasted the whole panel until Dr. Phil kept it right here on the Kill Tony channel. Then the moment we've all been waiting for occurred, and Hans Kim beat down Rick with the jokes he prepared and the applause heard. The build-up around this event was absurd, and I feel that sober Rick delivered the same old turd. Hans delivered well-written, funny concept material and defended his brother David Lucas from cancellation from the infestation, known as BLM with comical antibacterial, super sick, majestic serial killer shit that made Rick admit the suicide he must now commit. William Montgomery came out wearing a spandex bodysuit and no shoes. I love him, but let's just say he's got some issues. He probably picked up a foot fungus from walking around an arena barefoot, and gave Dr. Phil HPV from where his lips were. Phil Good brought back a classic song to put a ribbon on this bitch like ripping hashish in a palm.
Dr. Phil says every time, just try your best. I'll call Elaine for sex between her breasts. And William says, oh my goodness, say less. Let's make it this way and put this night to rest. Dr. Phil says every time, just try your best. I'll call Elaine for sex between her breasts. And William says, oh my goodness, say less. Oh, let's make it this way and put this night to rest.